Okay, hi everybody. Here we go with my final video for Rum and Bones, the unboxing. This is part 5. This is all the other parts that I got with my Kickstarter. It's all the Mercenaries, the Monster Pack, and the 3 boxes of special miniatures. So I'll put a pause in here and we'll start with the Monster Pack first. Okay, here we have the Monster Pack. Before we look at the actual miniatures itself, I've just got another box of these coins that I got with a Kickstarter, so I'll just throw them in with it. But what we've got with these is the Kraken tentacles and the sea dragon. So we'll take a look at the Kraken tentacles first. Shame they didn't do the head for it. All they've done is just the tentacles. But they're not bad. It's better than just having a cardboard cutout on the board. But then the cardboard cutout is that picture there. So you could probably still put that down and then just have the tentacles coming out of it, so it looks like a 3D thing. So you've got 3 different types of tentacle. And the final bit. Probably look really good when they're painted up. And finally for this box we have the sea dragon. Always good to have a dragon of some sort. But that'll look really nice when that's painted. So that's the Monster Pack. We'll now move on to the Mercenary Packs. So bear with me and we'll be back with that. Okay, the first of the Mercenary boxes is the Hero Set 1. And you get 3 miniatures with these. These you can use to replace the heroes with your factions. So you can use these instead. We've got Captain Sarah Kale. And here's the miniature. Next we have Sinbad. There'll be a few characters in these box sets that you'll recognise. And finally for this box we have Sir Alexander. So that's the first box. We'll now move on to the second box, which is the Mercenaries Heroes Set number 2. Okay, here we have the Hero Set for Mercenaries number 2. First one we have is Bossman Castell. Lord Nelson. I thought he would have been a captain rather than a swashbuckler, but there you go. There's one faction that they haven't done yet for this game. I'm hoping they'll bring it out. It's an English faction. Let's face it, most pirates were English. That's Lord Nelson. And finally for this box, Don Quixote. Again, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I did mention that I will do an in-depth video on these miniatures when they are painted up. But it'll be quite a few months before that happens. So that's the Mercenaries Heroes set number 2. We'll now take a look at the Mercenaries Promo set number 1 next. Okay, here we have the Mercenaries Promo set 1. We get 5 miniatures in this box. And the first one we'll look at is Captain Blackbeard. As you might know from history, Captain Blackbeard used to, on his hair and on his moustache and his beard, he used to set it alight at the end to make him look more menacing. That's Captain Blackbeard. We now have Mr. Cuddles. Handsome Jack. Dudley the Duelist. And finally for this box, Leopold the Cleaver of Cordova. So we've got one more box of the Mercenaries to look at. That's the Promos set number 2. So we'll do that next. Okay, here we have Promo set number 2. Before we look at the miniatures, with the Kickstarter, for the Mercenaries you get this deck of cards. That's just to show the Mercenaries. So these are specific ones for the Mercenaries. Again, simple artwork, nothing spectacular. But it's good for the game. Okay, we'll now have a check on the miniatures. Okay, the first one is Captain Hook. Notice he's got a crocodile over his back there, in homage to the crocodile that ate his hand. Here we have Peter Pan. Of course, you can't have Captain Hook without Peter Pan. And finally, for the Mercenaries, we have Ahab the Vengeful. And this is a big miniature. So that's it for the Mercenaries. We'll now take a look at the Specialist Miniatures pack. Okay, the first pack we're going to look at is the Hell Rockers. And you might recognise some of these miniatures. First one is Captain Napoleon, We've got Nelson in this pack, so we might as well have Napoleon as well. But the Nelson figure that we saw earlier wasn't actually a captain. But the Napoleon figure is. Then we have Alex of Pain, and as you could tell, they're based on the members of KISS. Next we have the Slasher. And these will be painted up to resemble the band KISS. We have Kill Master. And finally for this box we have Thunderlars. So that's the Hell Rockers pack. We'll now move on to the next pack. Okay, this next pack is the Luck Goddesses. It's all female characters. And we start off with Captain Hannahorn. Hilda the Valkyrie, big girl, and she is in the miniature form as well. Next we have Pennybroke. And finally, oh no, two more, Marie Sue. The light on my phone might go off very soon, so I'll try and get through these quickly. And finally, Killer Kea. So we have one more box to look at, and we'll do that now. Okay, here we have the final box of specialist characters. These are the Skullkickers. And we start off with Rex Baldy Maraud. Then we have Captain Cherry Cutlass. Kusia the Assassin. Different stance in the miniature to the actual photo, the actual picture. Still nice though. First Mate Dristle. Again, she's slightly different pose from what you saw on the card. And finally, Rolf Shorty Copperhead. And here he is. So there you go. I'll put a pause in now and show all the boxes together. And that'll be it for my Rum and Bones videos. Okay, I just wanted to show you the back of the boxes. It shows you all the characters and a write-up on each one. Zoom in so you can have a read if you wish. Pause it and read it. So yeah, that's my everything that I got for Rum and Bones through the Kickstarter. For those of you who are interested, there's a couple of Kickstarters starting in September. I believe one is starting on the 10th of September, which is another one by Cool Mini or Not. It's a horror game. I think it's called The Others or something like that. It's another miniatures based game. And then there's another one a bit later on by another company, and it's called Sword and Sorcery. So if you're into miniature fantasy games, check up on Kickstarter for those in September. I know for definite the Cool Mini or Not one is starting on the 10th. So yeah, there you go. There's the front of the boxes. So that is everything for Rum and Bones that has been released to date. Depending on obviously when I upload these. I expect there'll probably be more to come in the future. Probably more factions, more monsters, that sort of thing. So until my next video, I'm not sure what it'll be. It could be some more painted minis for Zombicide, because I'm going to be sending some off tomorrow to get posted. Tomorrow is the 9th of September, so this video will probably be up later than that, but I'll be sending those off to get painted up, and when they come through I will do a video on those. I've got another unboxing video to do as well, so that might come in the meantime. So until then, as always, thanks for watching. Hope this video was informative. Lets you see exactly what is out for this game if you're interested in buying it and you want to buy every single thing for it like I have. This is a great reference guide for you. As I said, check back on my previous 4 videos for the rest of this series. And until then, until the next video, thanks for watching and take care.